Yeah, I started playing when I was a sophomore in high school. Me and Colt Miller and Jeff Dennis, who all basically we started Thrift Store Cowboys. We played in, I mean, it's basically the same band, but we had like 25 different names, had a different name for every show. Just really enjoyed it, and that's kind of, you know, once I graduated from high school, I kind of decided that's what I wanted to do, was play music. I catch your lips sealed in a smile. You gazing out since my heart skyward, tempting me all of the while. Now I don't feel praises, assurances keep me. We started in our first actual show as Thrift Store Cowboys started in is December 19th, 1999. I've known Colt and Jeff since we were little kids, and kind of started. I was playing with them throughout high school, and then I guess my second semester at South Plains, this is where I met Amanda, and she basically, I told her we wanted her to play, and she said if I showed up to her Western Swing ensemble, and she would try it, and she didn't think I would show up, and I sat right in the front row, so I made sure she knew I was there. And then she started playing with us, and we've had 13 different drummers. So Tugboat's been our drummer for the longest now. He's been in the band for about 8 years.
They were a band, before I joined for 4 or 5 years already, and they were super, super solid, and that's what drew me to them. And just for years, I wanted to play in the band because I loved how, like how tight the arrangements were. But it tightened up even to another degree, and that's what I loved about it, is that everything was just so polished.
We've done multiple tours out the West Coast and East Coast, and up to Chicago, New York, Seattle, LA, all that stuff. So. Yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite things to do, is just, getting to go out there and play. And
I love it. It's really difficult, and it's not really for the faint of heart. If people out there, if you've never done it, it seems very glamorous, and it's not.
Everyone's like, man, that must be the most fun. It's like a vacation. It's not really as much, vacation as it is you're sitting in a van for 6 hours at a time and then doing the same thing over and over and over every single day, But you are getting to play music for people and, get your sound out there. And so that's kind of the main thing that we wanted to do.
I've heard a lot of people say things to us that, that were very positive and very nice as far as helping them get involved. And, I will say that I think Daniel was always very supportive and always really, truly wanted the best for other artists, other bands.
Working with, KTXT back in the day and when they were booking shows. And I mean, that was kind of, for me anyways, in my lifetime, that was kind of the pinnacle of Lubbock, the Lubbock music scene anyways. They'd bring in these great bands and, pack out Jake's.
Everything is cyclical, and I've seen it go up and down and up and down, and it's, it seems like there's more artists in town now than ever, which is a great thing. That's what you want. You want your scene or whatever, to build and grow. And I feel like it has been. I think it's always going to change and evolve.
I'm moving to Knoxville, Tennessee, and everybody's getting older, and he's married now, he's got a kid, and he's got a pretty much full-time job. And then Colt's living in Marfa, and he's working, 50 hours a week doing boots, and he's doing great at that. And then, you have Amanda, who's doing fantastic all over the world, playing her music.
I think the one thing that they're gonna lose the most, especially with Daniel and Jess, is that the amount of music that they were bringing to Lubbock, friends and touring artists, needing a place to come through town and trying to share our friends with people here, people that we've met, in our travels. But I think me and Dan will always, I think we'll always play together. Or Dan and I don't know what's the what's grammatically correct?
Our music, to a lot of people, they say it sounds kind of what they would picture West Texas sounding like, even though they've never been here before. I'm looking forward to getting to play my music to, you know, a whole different group of people, you know. I've played here for so many years. I've lived here for 13 years and been playing the whole time, you know. So a lot of the people here have heard our songs hundreds of times, you know. So it'll be cool to get to play our music for a new audience, and it'll also be, I'm looking forward, there's lots of great musicians that I already know out there, so I'm really interested to, you know, try and work with some other musicians and try and start something new and everything. And then, like, of course, Amanda lives in Nashville, and so getting to be closer to her and Jason, and, you know, my main goal really is just to play as many shows as I possibly can, opening up for people and just trying to get my name out there and save up enough money where I can just record an album, either do it myself or, you know, we want to do it as a thrift store album. That would work too, but, you know, just trying to get out there and see what happens, you know. I mean, I think it'll just kind of bring a little bit of West Texas to East Tennessee, so.